Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a journey, a really fascinating one, I think, to a country that, well, it's pretty small on the map, but it seems to pack an entire world inside it, Nepal.
That's a great way to put it.
So our mission today is basically to use the single rich source we have and really try to unpack what makes this small nation just so remarkable.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, this compact country right between these massive neighbors, China and India, landlocked.
Right in the middle.
And yet it's home to such extremes.
Yep.
You know, Mount Everest, for starters, the highest point on Earth.
Exactly. Right there.
Yeah.
It does make you stop and think, how does it all fit? How does that work?
Yeah.
And, what's really compelling, I find, is looking at how that position, that geography, hasn't just shaped Nepal's diversity. It actively kind of fosters it. So what we want to do today is highlight all of that. The landscapes, the culture, even the unique things visitors can do there, just to give you a really good sense of why Nepal is, well, genuinely a global gem.
Right, let's get into it then. So our source, it kicks off by describing Nepal, landlocked South Asia, but immediately talks about this immense natural beauty.
Packed with it.
Yeah, and deep culture, rich history. We're talking landscapes from like the really low Terai plains.
Flat, almost tropical feeling in places.
Right, all the way up to the giants, the Himalayas, Everest itself.
And this geography, it's not just about height, different altitudes.
Right.
It's more about how these extreme conditions create really distinct ways of life. Our source makes this clear. It divides Nepal into roughly 3 zones.
Okay.
You've got the Terai Plains down south, fertile agricultural.
Right, the breadbasket, maybe?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, surprisingly, home to unique wildlife because of the wetlands. Think Bengal tigers, rhinos.
Wow, okay. Didn't expect that along Fred Farms.
Exactly. Then contrast that with the hilly region. That's where you find cities like Kathmandu. It's a bustling, resilient mountain culture.
Okay, the middle ground.
Yeah. And then, of course, the high Himalayas, where life is just fundamentally shaped by those peaks, the ones that draw climbers from all over.
So this incredible range of landscapes. But how does that translate into the people, the culture?
Well, our source shows it's just as varied. We're talking over 100 distinct ethnic groups.
100.
Yeah, and languages, too. It's this unbelievable mosaic, really.
Wow. How do you even see that?
Well, the festivals are a huge part of it. Dashain, Tihar, Holi. You've probably heard of some.
I think so, yeah.
They aren't just holidays off work. They're these really vibrant, immersive things. They bring everyone together. You see the traditions of the music, the dance, the crafts.
Ah, so it's a living culture.
Absolutely. A living testament to all that diverse heritage, yeah.
Fascinating. Okay, so beyond the famous treks, Everest Base Camp and stuff and these big festivals, what else does the source highlight? Any, surprising adventures or maybe deeper experiences?
That's a good question because, yeah, there's so much more. The source points to Nepal as a really profound place for spiritual tourism.
Ah, okay.
Specifically, Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha.
Right. I've heard of Lumbini.
It's not just a dusty historical site, It's alive. It's a major pilgrimage destination. People come from everywhere for that contemplative experience. It's quite unique.
So a spiritual side, and for the thrill seekers.
Oh, plenty for them, too. Think paragliding, but with the Himalayas as your backdrop.
Okay, that sounds intense.
Right. And whitewater rafting on these mountain rivers. Even bungee jumping, if you're brave enough.
Wow. So mountains, spirituality, adventure.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, something else our source really emphasizes is conservation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Places like Chitwan National Park, Bardia, they're genuine sanctuaries. We're talking one-horned rhinos, which are rare.
Very rare.
Bengal tigers, elephants, hundreds of bird species. It really adds another dimension, doesn't it?
It really does. It shows this small country having a huge global significance for wildlife, too.
Exactly.
Okay, this has been really eye-opening. It feels like we've covered so much ground from those low plains right up to Everest. And then Lumbini, the spiritual heart, plus all that adventure, the rafting, the tigers. It really does sound like a whole world crammed into one place.
It absolutely is. Which brings us to a final thought, maybe for you to ponder.
Okay.
Considering everything we've touched on, this immense cultural richness, the sheer diversity of landscapes and wildlife, the spirituality, the adventure, what does Nepal's ability to pack all of that into a relatively small, landlocked country? What does that suggest about the power, the enduring power perhaps of geography and heritage in forging a nation's unique identity and, well, its appeal to the rest of the world?